The girls made their way across the playing field, passing more and more people painted to look like Jack Frost. Blue faces and spiky beards seemed to be everywhere, and the girls went faster and faster until they were running. They only stopped when they got to the large face painting stall. "Is Jack Frost there?" asked Fatima. "No," said Trusty. "The only person I can see is a lady." The lady was standing behind a sign that says "Faces painted by Patrice." "She must be Patrice, the face painter who Georgia mentioned," said Rachel. "She looks nice. Let's go and ask her if she knows anything about the blue faces." They went up to the stall. "Hello, are you Patrice?" Trusty asked. The lady gave them a kind smile. "Yes, I am," she said, "but I am sorry, dears. My face paints have dried up and I cannot use a single one of them. They are rock hard. I might as well pack up and go home." "You've seen a lot of people with blue faces and beards," said Rachel. "Do you know who painted them?" "I do," said Patrice, giving a sigh. "If that's the kind of face paint you want, it's over there." She pointed to the edge of the field, which was lined with oak trees. "Let's go and investigate," said Trusty. Below the trees was a little face painting stall. A blue sign arched over a table with the words, "Want to look ace? Let me paint your face." Printing in glittering silver letters, blue cardboard icicles dangled from the sign. A long queue of children was winding away from the face painting tables, and they were all chattering and smiling. But the children who were walking away from the table were looking glum. Every single one of them had a face painted like Jack Frost, with a stick-on beard to complete the look. "I asked to look like a superhero," one boy grumbled. "Now I look more like a supervillain." "This beard is really tickly," a little girl wailed. Rachel and Kirsty shared a worried look. "Jack Frost is so vain," Rachel said. "He is painting everyone's face to look just like him." The man sitting at the face painting table had a blue face and a long nose, and a long spiky beard. He looked exactly like Jack Frost, but so did all the other people who were walking around the table. "So how can we be sure that's the real Jack Frost, and not a goblin in disguise?" Trusty asked in a low voice. She stared at him, trying to figure out a way to tell who he was. Then she saw his feet. They were poking out from under the table, and they were not as large as Goblin's feet. Instead, they were in blue glittering boots and curled up at the toes. It is him," she said, nudging Rachel. "Look at his feet. No one else wears boots like that." "I didn't know he was so artistic," said Rachel. "I know it is awful that he's painting everyone the same, but it's amazing how realistic the faces are." "It's because he has my magical mirror keyring with him," said Fatima, peeping out of Rachel's bag. "My magic is helping him to do face painting really well." "It's wonderful that we have found it," said Rachel. "Now we need a way to get it back, and I've got an idea." Rachel whispered her idea to Kirsty and Fatima, and the girls joined the long queue. They stood and listened to the other children chattering about how they wanted their face painted. They heard people wishing for dragons, ice creams, frogs, fairies, and butterflies. It made the girls feel awful to imagine how disappointed all these children were going to be. "We have to stop Jack Frost from spoiling everyone's day," said Kirsty under her breath. The queue was long, but at least it was their turn. Trembling a little, they stepped forward.